Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing a tag video. It's called a quote that tag, and it was started by Books for a Dreaming Teen. I wasn't tagged by anybody, I just saw this tag and thought it looked really fun to do, and it is 11 questions. So let's get started. First one is a quote that is your favorite opening line of a book. I have all my answers typed up on to my computer. Okay, so my favorite opening line is, "Charcoal sky spits cold rain as we rumble to a stop at a crossroads. A black cart blocks the road, and even in an armored carriage we know better than to force our way past. Burly men stagger to the cart, carrying something between them. Someone. One of the men stumbles and the body wobbles in a horrifying way. My friend April gags behind her mask. Too bad your father didn't design these things to keep out noxious smells as well as noxious diseases. I wonder whether the people remaining in the houses will be cold tonight. If they wrap their dead in their only blankets. They should know better." And that's from Bethany Griffin's Mask of the Red Death. I just think that's a very powerful opening for the storyline in the book. The next question is a quote that makes you laugh. And mine is, "Just because you said dragon demons were extinct, I said mostly extinct." Alec jabbed a finger toward him. "Mostly extinct," he said, his voice trembling with rage, "is not extinct enough." "I see," said Jace. "I'll just have them change the entry in the demonology textbook from almost extinct to not extinct enough for Alec. He prefers his monsters really, really extinct. Will that make you happy?" And that is from the Mortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare. That quote always makes me laugh. That is one of the many very funny quotes in that series. So, the next one is a quote that has helped you through something. And mine is, "Be yourself, everyone else is already taken." And that is from Oscar Wilde. Excuse me. Yeah, that just reminds me that even though everybody else thinks down upon me at school, I'm different than everybody else in my school. And it just reminds me that it's good. I am my own person. I don't want to be like everybody else. So, yeah. Next one is a quote that you wish everyone knew. And this is a Lord of the Rings quote. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you know this quote. But if not, then I think you definitely should know it. No, wait, I'm on a different... Sorry, I read the wrong one. I'm on 4. Sorry. 4 is a quote that inspires you. I'm trying to get ahead of myself here. My quote that inspires me is, "It takes 10 times as long to put yourself back together as it does to fall apart." And that is from Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins. And that's pretty much self-explanatory. That is just a very beautiful quote. The next one is a quote that you wish everybody knew. And that's my Lord of the Rings quote. It says, "It's a dangerous business, Frodo, going out your door. You step onto the road, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing where you might be swept off to." I just think that is an amazing quote, and if you don't know, if you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, you should I definitely recommend you check out the books if you haven't, because they're brilliant. And I just wish everybody knew that quote, because it's very true. Okay. Question 6 is a quote that makes you cry. This is a kind of a long one, so bear with me here. This is from Jace's letter to Clary in the Mortal Instrument series. It says, "Despite everything, I can't bear the thought of this ring being lost forever, any more than I can bear the thought of leaving you forever. And though I have no choice about the one, at least I can choose about the other. I'm leaving you our family ring because you have as much right to it as I do. I'm writing this, watching the sun come up. You are asleep, dreams moving behind your restless eyelids. I wish I knew what you were thinking. I wish I could slip into your head and see the world the way you do. I wish I could see myself the way you do. But maybe I don't want to see that. Maybe it would make me feel even more than I already do, that I am perpetrating some kind of great lie on you, and I couldn't stand that. I belong to you. You could do anything you wanted with me, and I would let you. You could ask anything of me, and I'd break myself trying to make you happy. My heart tells me that this is the best and greatest feeling I've ever had. But my mind knows the difference between wanting what you can't have and wanting what you shouldn't want. And I shouldn't want you. That quote always gets to me. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, Jace, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh. That is like the sweetest quote that I've ever read in any book. I just think it is amazing. The next one is, what is your favorite Harry Potter quote? Or you could change it to a different series if you wanted. I have not read Harry Potter, but I did find a good quote from Harry Potter. And it says, if you want to know what a man is like, take a good look at how he treats his inferiors, not his equals. And that is from The Goblet of Fire. I just think that's a really good quote. I need to read Harry Potter. I really, really do. The next one is a quote that is about books or reading. Okay, now this quote, none of my books really have any quotes about reading or books in them. So I looked on Goodreads and I found one. It's from An Abundance of Catherines. I have not read this book, nor have I read any other John Green books. But this quote says, books are the ultimate dumpies. Put them down and they'll wait for you forever. Pay attention to them and they'll always love you back. I thought that was a pretty good quote. So I put that on here. The next one is a quote that is your favorite John Green quote, or you could change it to a different author if you wanted. And as I said, I have not read any John Green books, so I changed it to my favorite J.R.R. Tolkien quote. And that is, I wish it need not have happened in my time, said Frodo. So do I, said Gandalf, and so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. And that is from Fellowship of the Ring. And I just really adore that quote. There's so many amazing quotes from that series. I'm not even halfway through the first book yet, but I'm finding so many amazing quotes. And there's amazing quotes in the films as well. The next one is a quote that is your favorite ending line to a book. Line or lines. And mine is the ending of Struck by Lightning by Chris Colfer. And it says, a life without meaning, without drive or focus, without dreams or goals, isn't a life worth living. And after learning that, I may have made the greatest realization of my young life. And it reminds me of that conversation I had with Mallory all those months ago. Like having a great idea, life comes at you fast. It hits you and tries to escape, and being expressed in any way possible. In a way, it's a lot like lightning. I think that is just an amazing quote. So check that book out if you haven't, because it's really, really funny. It's also kind of inspirational as well, and Chris Colfer is a phenomenal writer. And the last and final one is a quote you're going to try and remind yourself of through life. And mine would be from Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You'll Go. And it is, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who'll decide where you go. I have always loved Dr. Seuss, and this quote has just stayed with me up until now, and it will continue to stay with me in my life. Okay, that is the A Quote That tag. I don't tag anybody specifically because I don't know who has already done this tag, but I tag all of you. If you haven't done this tag already, please do it because it is really good. It's really fun tag to do. So, yeah, until next video, bye.